anybody who's ready for a pickle party. Be honest, the intros are getting worse, right? Excellent. We are achieving our goals. All right, we're not going to do much today. I know all the Dirty Pickle videos are just laced with disappointment. They're not even laced, they are disappointment. It's disappointment in its finest form when it comes to a Mustang. As you can probably tell, the sun is about right there. It's going down, we're not going to get much done, but we're going to try and do something like bolt the intake on. Callie's just dying to jump across the thing. The wind noise is probably horrific. So, whoa, what are you doing? You see my reflection on the window? Crazy. Yeah, crazy. So anyway, that's what we're gonna sorry. We're gonna bolt the lower intake on and do a few other little things. I actually bought a part. Let me show you that. All right, you freaking YouTube scallywags. Just because we're not getting any work done, get off my back about working on cars. What do you think this channel is? It's a channel about working on cars. My bad. While we haven't been doing a lot of work to the Dirty Pickle, we have been buying parts, and we have bought yet another part for the Dirty Pickle. We got these control arms. Don't mind the way they look. You can't see them on a car anyway. Solids, adjustables, no sway bar mounts, not a big deal. We got these from Amir, the man that parts every Mustang he's ever parted. Never met a Mustang he didn't want to part. We paid $80 for these. You know, I'll take that as a good deal to go over there and get them. So we have bought yet another part for their. Callie is going crazy on some RTV on the floor. That's like her thing. I don't know what her deal is with that. Anyway, we got these, paid $80. We're going to put them on the Dirty Pickle. Originally, we were thinking about doing like south sides. South sides are, I've never had any trouble. I've had them before on cars. They're allegedly really tough on torque boxes. I personally have never had an issue with them, but we'll just run these. Maybe we'll kick the south sides. Eventually, we'll use them on something somewhere. Maybe at some point we'll put them on the 86 GT, even though we have those red eBay ones. Maybe we'll put them on there, kind of old school. That's a thought. Okay. But with the condition of our floors and stuff in Dirty Pickle, we thought that south sides might not be the best bet. So these popped up, we bought them, boom, parts bought. There we go. Look at us. We did something special today. So maybe we should work on it a little bit. All right, let's go work on it or something. Or go buy more parts. I don't know. Let's do something. Dang it. Okay, that was totally amazing, wasn't it? Hey, it's just to let you guys know that we haven't forgotten about this car. We're not like, oh, you're never going to do anything with it. No, we're buying parts for it. We think about it. It's in our hearts, like you guys are. So, let's maybe move the camera, get you guys out of the wind. It's actually kind of chilly outside. And maybe we'll bolt this down. We're going to throw some different injectors in it and kind of start putting together. We need to try and get this thing fired at some point. And let's get to work. Let's talk more working. Chop, chop. Come on, Callie. One of the things that we have also that I alluded to were this set of, these are basically 19s. These are pink tops. Well, let me phrase that. They're 21s. These came in 99 and up, GTs or whatever. We're going to put them in this car. Speed density, 19s to 21s. Not going to be a big deal. The van has got 24s in it with no chip or nothing. And its speed density, it's not even real speed density. It's freaking batch fire. And it idles and runs okay. So I think we're going to be all right. We also know these injectors all work okay because we had them in the van also at one point. So it's what we have. I know the magical 4-hole Explorer injectors will give me exactly 0.3 more horsepower. We'll leave that on the table. I'm sorry. So this is what we're going to put on. Callie's running around acting like a crazy person. Psst. What are you doing? So anyway, we got a little bit of O-ring lube here. We're going to lube these up. We got a few O-rings hanging around in here. We're going to pull these out, put these new ones in. We're going to bolt the intake down, and we're going to. This is forward progress. Let's do it. Trying to get work done on the Dirty Pickle Somebody's slumming. Are you in this? Oh my God, Callie, that's the box of shame. Are you kidding me? You're in the shame box. But she's not ashamed of it. All right, we've got a couple of the little heat riser block offs. I don't have my shears here, of course, so they're not cut perfect, but this intake's gonna come back off at some point. We're just trying to get it to the point now where we can get it running, see what we've got, see what kind of shape the motor's in. You know, if it'll run, it's good. So we're gonna get us a good bead of silicone. I don't use the end rail pieces. I've never been a fan of those. That's just a personal thing. If you do like using them, then that's awesome. We don't even have, in all honesty, we don't even have any good RTV. This is just regular Permatex black. It's not even ultra black. It's not even the good stuff. So, like I say, this is a temporary just to get it running, see where we're at. We've had this car way too long and haven't got anything done to it. And at least for the moment, my juices are flowing. And the great news about that is I haven't even had any Mountain Dew. So, I know this is super exciting watching someone put a freaking intake on. We've already cleaned up the bottom side. And squish. We'll put a couple of bolts in. We should have cleaned these up a little bit. Let me what's this? Let me get a ratchet real quick, ill prepared, and screw a couple of these down. I'll be right back. I know how much it pains people to watch me use a ratchet instead of air tools or an impact. But in our haste, we did make one mistake. We forgot to put our thermostat housing on, which, you know, is just a little bit more difficult now. So that was our mistake. My bad. Stupid. But we'll get it on. Next thing we'll do is we'll go through our injector rail, make sure we got all the O-rings out, which we do not, and then we can put our new injectors in. So, what are you doing, dear? I'm watching some fat idiot get O-rings out of a fuel rail. It's exciting. Yeah, that's your life. I'm sorry, but it ain't no better than mine, I guess. So we'll put a little dab of stuff on these and start getting them ready to go. I'll do that real quick. You guys don't have to watch this. I'm just sticking injectors in a fuel rail and I'm gonna put the rail on. Okay guys, it's getting kind of late. Teresa's be on her way home here very shortly. So I think we're gonna wrap this up for tonight. We'll get back on it when we get a chance. You'll know that because you'll see the next clip of the video. But we got the injectors in, we got the rail bolted on, we got the intake bolted on. I mean, you know, I guess any little bit of progress is progress. So let's just be thankful for that. Okay. Are you tired from watching me work? I bet you are. Hey guys, while you weren't looking, I threw the thermostat housing on. And it has a thermostat in it, 180. All right, boom. Whoa, let's open shop. Yeah, let's get in here, see what's going on. What's going on? Huh? I know, it's a little bit of a mess, but it's our mess, right, Callie? All right, guys. Yeah, we're gonna. Hey, let's open some fan mail before we start. Before I just ruin your day. That sounded cryptic, didn't it? All right, guys. We're okay. We're with the Dirty Pickle. We got some fan mail, and yes, I've already opened it. I was kind of excited to see what it was. It's from another Canadian. I love Canadians. They're just awesome. It seems like, I mean, so far I haven't met a Canadian I don't like yet. This is from Mark and Steph. I don't want to slaughter his last name, and sometimes people don't want to maybe get it out there. You know, the hey, well, nobody know who you are or whatever. But if he comments and whatever, which he comments a lot on our videos, I'll just pin it at the top. But he sent me a fragile, sent me a package, and it was really thoughtful. Of course, it had a letter in it, and I've already read that. It's personal. Anyway, he sent a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be honest. I love car parts. I love getting car parts. And what was great about it was that he said, "Hey, it's not car parts." So I'm like, I wonder what it is. So one of the first things, Callie, this will be of interest to you, is he sent us some cat treats. So this is a guy that's paying attention. So he sent us some cat treats. These are for Callie. And she might share them. They're very, very beefy flavor. The other things that he sent were actually really cool. He sent me a Ford book. Ford Performance includes all modern Ford Performance engines by Packnall. This is a fairly old book, but I'm going to be, Callie's getting up there rank. But I'm going to be honest, some of these old books, they've got some information in here that gets lost through time, and it's helpful. I have, as a matter of fact, hold on a second. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I've had this book for a while. It's got some dirty pages in it, and I've had it for a while. It's an old book also, but I've used it many, many times, looking up little things that I've forgotten or don't know, and there's a lot of that. So thanks for the book. It was really awesome. I know people are like, whatever, let's get to the car working. He also sent us a totally awesome Quebec license plate. I always got to say it like Quebec. That's how Jean-Claude Van Damme says it. And let's be honest, helicopter kick. So he sent me an awesome license plate. That's just cool. I mean, that's cool. I like license plates. That's completely awesome. The other stuff he sent us a small box body car, because I've got a lot of car setup. So he sent us this cool, but I don't have a lot of boxes. So he sent us this cool drop top. It's a drop top, but hey, I'm down with it. So that's cool. I'm down with that. That's awesome. I know I'm trying to hurry, guys. Here's some other stuff he sent. Now, this is stuff, these are candy bars, and I guess, I mean, it might not be a big deal to anybody, but to me, a coffee crisp, these are stuff that we don't have down here. I've never seen one. Mr. Big. Now, you cannot argue with anything called Mr. Big. That is an awesome sounding candy bar. Oh, careful there. It's all about balance. A caramel, and I love caramel. That's you can ask the kids. I'm all about that. An Arrow, whatever that is. A Wonder Bar. Never seen one of those. And a Mirage. Never seen one of these, at least not the candy bar version. So these are really cool. Trust me, Lauren, my stepdaughter, is super concerned about the candy bar situation. So let me put these back in the bag super quickly. I know we're spending a lot of time opening this fan mail. No one wants to see fan mail, they want to see car work. We also got a True North air freshener. We might have to put that in a Dirty Pickle, just saying. The other thing we got that was really awesome was this can of 100% pure maple syrup. Now, he said that this is actually harvested right near his home. So I'm a big waffle fan. I love waffles. So this is right up my alley. So Mark, thank you very much. The gifts were super thoughtful. That's just, you know, it's always cool getting stuff in the mail from people. So thanks again. I really appreciate it. I will put obviously some of that to good use, and the other stuff, it's really cool, very thoughtful. So sorry. So okay, now that we open on the fan mail and yet there's an airplane going by, it never fails, we're gonna do some stuff to the Dirty Pickle, and I know that's that might be a cause for conflict or concern among you guys. All right, we'll be back in just a minute with it. All right, guys. I can imagine that this is going to frustrate the snot out of some people, but we are removing this intake. I know, what the hell, but here's the deal, or here's the dealio. We're trading David for some stuff, and he wanted this intake. It's not like he's like, oh God, that's the best intake in the world. He just wanted it to do some port work and stuff on for a car, and we're trading him this intake. And you may have already seen this. I mean, you may have already seen what we've traded for, what we're doing, but I'll just repeat it in case this comes out first, that comes out, whatever. So what we're doing is we had bought a carbureted Stealth intake. You might possibly remember that when we bought the Flowtech heads for the Lincoln. So we got the heads and we got that carb intake. At one point in time, we thought about putting it on the LTD, but after talking to David a little bit, David wants us to leave the Victor Jr. on it, and this was it. And again, before he recommended leaving the Victor Jr. on, or when he recommended leaving the Victor Jr. on, the Stealth deal was nowhere in sight. This is something that's come along recently. So we're trading this intake, this Edelbrock, and let's be honest, it's just a regular Edelbrock. It's not a RPM. It's not something super fancy. We're trading this intake, upper and lower, and we're trading the Stealth carbed intake for what are we trading for? We're getting oh, that's right. He's giving us a box upper intake for that fits the truck or Systemax style lower, and I believe we are getting a ported truck lower in the deal. I'm not 100% sure about that, but again, when we trade parts and do these deals, it's not about dollar figures. It's not about, oh, well, that's worth more than this and this is worth more than that, and you know, I got to get we need to do an equal value thing. That's not how our group operates. It's just, you know, hey, nobody really says, oh man, I need to get more money for that because I'm not getting my end of it. It's not like that. I have got a ported upper on the Trojan Horse. That is David's. that he ported, had cut and ported. I've got a ported upper on Super Secret that he did, and a ported lower that he actually bought with another car, another deal. I've got that on Super Secret. I've got a camshaft, a cam in the van that is David's. He's done to. He hasn't asked for a dime for any of that stuff. Just, hey, use. I've had the intake on Super Secret for probably 4 years. So when we do these deals, it's not, oh, hey, that's not how we do it. It's, you know, he's like, it's more about everyone, you get excited about swapping stuff and making someone's car run good. So, and I'm fine because I'm got some intake swapping that I'm going to be doing. This car is not going to get a System Max. There's a possibility that we'll use the truck upper on here. We kind of also have some other plans for that, possibly. You may know or not know about it, whatever. So that's what's going on. We're pulling this intake off. I'm sorry. We're going to probably go to the junkyard initially, since this car still has stock heads on it. We're going to go to the junkyard initially and probably just get another truck lower and do some mild porting on it. It's freaking raining, man. You gotta love Florida. Do some mild porting on it. And I know someone's going to comment about, hey, what's up? Callie just jumped up there. I know someone's going to comment about getting a 1/4 inch impact or whatever. Stop it, guys. Old school. See, that's, get your arms built up, not your trigger finger. So that's what's going on. I know that these Dirty Pickle videos have got to be super disappointing. And trust me, man, I want to work on this car. I just don't have time. I literally spent, I know no one wants to hear this either, and I don't want to sound like I'm crying, but I'm crying. I literally spent today, I have probably spent between part shopping online, I got up at 7 o'clock this morning, made a bowl of cereal, and went and ate lunch with Teresa and went to Harbor Freight, which I was back home. I left home at 10:45. I was back home at 12 something, so that's 2 hours. It's a little bit after 4. The rest of the day I spent editing videos and doing online part shopping. I'm telling you guys, Callie, what are you doing? She's sitting right here looking. She wants to jump up on the rug. So anyway, I know you guys, I'm crying a lot, but it kills me. I want to get this car going. So maybe I should work on it and quit crying about it. But anyway. All right, let me get these fuel rails off and we'll pop the intake off and try and make some progress. Progress. Whoa. You like that move, right, Callie? Swim move. What? What's up, girl? Oh, there's your tail. That's all we do. Is take the intake off. Put the intake on. That's all we can do with this car. Okay. All right, guys. Intake is off. I'm just gonna wrap this one up. It's gonna be another short, worthless, didn't get a damn thing done, Dirty Pickle video. That's what we should rename this car. Not the Dirty Pickle, just didn't get a damn thing done. So, thanks for subscribing. Scratch that. Hopefully the next video, we are gonna have some more solid stuff going on here. But we'll get the truck intake and stuff and whatever. Dang it. It's frustrating. So anyway, until next time, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for watching. If you can even see me in the shot. If you can't, probably even better. Until next time on Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos, lover of 4 eyes, Vans, Lincolns, POS Mustangs. We'll see you guys later. This is a wreck. Jesus Christ, Callie, this is a freaking wreck.